Hello and welcome to Lemieux Reviews, where we bring you the stories you may not yet have heard of. My name is Ross Lemieux, and today we are bringing you Once in the Future, Part 12. In Part 11, we had left off with a new challenger showing up, the mother of Grendel. That's where we pick up today. So please join us as we get into this new story. Our cover is a collage of Duncan and every past and present villain. Their face all looming in the background like a haunting presence, always hanging over our protagonists. This 12th issue was created by Kieron Gillen, Dan Mora, and Tamara Bonvillain, distributed by Boom Studios, and came out in October 14th, 2020. The mother has broken out a window in an attempt to get in the house and attack Brigitte and Duncan. Grant is trying to push everyone out of the monster's reach into safety, but the taxi driver falls behind, and the creature locks them in her. The creature lunges forward, taking the taxi driver and ripping his arm clean off. Duncan comes hurling in, taking the beast by surprise by planting both his feet in the face with a devastating kick. They pull the wounded man to safety as Duncan tries to lead her away, but she has other ideas, ripping through a wall on her way upstairs. Grant orders Duncan to get more guns, but he stands there absolutely stuck. But unfortunately, the taxi driver falls as he succumbs to his wounds, leaving Duncan mortified at the brutal loss. Grant tries to pull him out of his stupor, urging him to get the weapons from the taxi that he had brought, and everyone else to safety while she holds off the creature using the chain. Duncan snaps into action, sprinting outside, reassuring those he passes that Brigitte knows best right now. As he gets outside, Elaine once more lays eyes on him. While inside, the creature has made its way through the building, coming upon an oblivious sleeping victim. The monster opens its jaws wide, a new face emerging from within it. Then the sound of a revving, and Gran is at the door with her chain. Duncan, having made it to the car, is confronted by his mother, who he promptly brushes off, having no interest in her dramas. But to his surprise, she offers him an alternative weapon. Gran inside the home struggles with Grendel's mother, the chainsaw not doing serious damage while still managing to drive off the creature, though it swears it will make its return. And the beast rips through the wall to the outside world, Duncan and Elaine giving chase till they come to its lair and mire. Duncan dives in while Elaine reads the story of Beowulf, Duncan now playing in two stories, as Percival and Beowulf, doing battle with the creature. And that's when Gran makes her appearance, getting behind Elaine to the weapon bag. Now having her daughter Mary at gunpoint, she demands answers and gets the reply that Mary no longer plays the part of Elaine, but Nimue. And as Gran goes to berate her for such a foolish decision, Mary throws Gran's failings back in her face. And so, with urging from Gran, Nimue explains how Duncan's life hangs in the balance if she stops reading, explaining that once there was a war between the stories, both Saxon and British tales, that the Beowulf tale lost and was sealed in paper, while Arthur went on in folk legend, that they freed and got Beowulf taken out, and without him now they need Duncan to stand in. And at that moment, both the creature and Duncan explode out of the water. Realizing there is no more time to waste, Gran yells for her to start reading, and Duncan is dragged back down under the water, the serpent coiled around him in a death grip, his weapon shattering against its skin. When out of the depths, the ladies of the lake emerge, bringing Excalibur once more to Duncan. Duncan desperately reaches out for it, managing to hold it in his hand. Now holding the blade in his hands, he swings around and cuts the mother of monsters' head clean off. Duncan emerges from the water, with Excalibur insisting Gran let his mother be. Gran, shocked, gives Nimue time to draw her own gun. Now at a standoff and trading insults, Nimue uses the opportunity to use her magic and vanish, passing behind a tree. Duncan throws the sword back into the mire, and the world around them changes back into a swimming pool. They sit at its edge, conferring about how, in the story of Beowulf, he dies in a fight with a dragon. We go to Bristol, where Rose has a glass of wine and is sitting down reading a book. At her door stands Duncan, trying to open up to her about not knowing what is safe to tell her and what might put Rose in danger. And that is when Rose leans in and kisses him. Merlin observes the information Nimue has gathered for him on Duncan. and she tries to cover up her part in helping her son. Merlin moves on to talk of the assembled knights, and Nimue once again asks after Galahad. And Merlin finally reveals the truth of the knight's wounds, with an evil mirth. At the home, Gran deals with the aftermath of the attack and the traumatized people, worried about how bad things might get in the future. In the other world, Arthur grows impatient, wanting his New England to begin. Merlin assures him that the plan is in motion, that they only need now to find Bors. We hop over to London, where an agent briefs the Prime Minister, warning him of the danger they now face and the need for absolute secrecy, and the catastrophe that might happen if the world were to find out. But even with the warning, the fool proceeds to try and find out more, playing right into Merlin's hands. That wraps up Once and Future, Part 12. We have Duncan slaying the Grendel's mother, we have the government getting involved, and we have Mary, Duncan's mother, playing both sides of the well, outside forces getting involved, proved to be a detriment to our group. With the more people knowing, the more dangerous things get. So we've seen this fight take so far, with an entire retirement home getting ripped apart and the loss of lives that occurred. I hope you've all been enjoying this dynamic story and the amazing art that's come with it. Please like, share, subscribe. Let us know what you think down in the comments below. This has been Lemieux Reviews, and I'm Ross Lemieux.